Where do I start?
So, I mean, what are some of the changes that you've seen in the truck driving industry when it comes to driver skill enhancement in the last 20 years?
In the last 20 years. No, that's okay. Let's say 20 years. That's
Or 10 years.
Okay, I was going to say that's huge. Even 10 years ago, the difference as from today is large companies. Strictly my opinion, large companies have passed training on to third party, if it's schools, if it's tech school, colleges, but they've passed it on because of the cost. It's just gotten way too expensive to train drivers like the way we did 20 years ago. The time involved, the infrastructure, everything it takes is just so much more expensive. So now, and I see this to be real common, companies take and will use these resources like the third party and vocational schools or tech colleges or driving schools, and then they'll get a trained driver, however that, and trained driver, and then they'll train them for their company then individually. It makes more sense to me also that they're doing it this way. The problem is that I've seen is the industry changed big time, huge 20 years ago, because we went from the way our trucks were equipped. It used to be we trained the drivers to drive a commercial vehicle, a truck. Now we train drivers to drive our equipment. So the equipment is spec'd out to make it easier for a driver to drive. And it's all the way from just driver convenience, because attracting drivers to the industry is getting harder and harder. It's not the way the old traditional way used to be, because it's not as attractive. So people that are involved in the industry with hiring and training and that that end of the business have gone to other resources, as to say, looking for other resources, just like we have, trans systems. We're looking at other resources, meaning, like the international drivers. That's I think that's another, another resource. And Trans System isn't the only company that's doing that either. Everybody in the industry is looking for more drivers. How long should I babble on like this?
Let's switch topics. Let's go to.
Hey, Dave.
Let's go to.
Stan is going to do an interview, but he's going to go on a simulator first. So.
Okay.
All
right, cool. We don't want to.
Should I stop right now?
Let's just keep going for a little bit. Is that okay? We just could a couple more questions.
5 minutes?
Stan, we can.
Okay. Okay.
What I want to talk to you about was, let's talk about that perception and versus reality on truck driving as a skilled position versus a non-skilled position, and your perspective on that.
Okay. I think, how can I start here? I think that there's a lot more drivers that are brought into this industry with the company's intentions of the drivers gaining the skill for what their niche in the market is, for what they do, what type of business they have, meaning where they go, what type of vehicle, what products they haul, that way. So I think that it's fair to say that their drivers are entering with less skill, less knowledge about it, because you have to be specialized in whatever whatever direction you have to go or you're going to go. say it's fuel tankers, food products, refrigeration, whatever it is. So, and I think it's more specialized now, so that's why companies are working with drivers in that aspect, you know. We'll train to fit what we do more than just being a general driver.
Do you think that there's a perception that truck driving is unskilled labor? Or do you think that, when did that happen?
Oh, when did that happen? Yeah. I think the professionalism, because it is a professional designation, professional drivers. I'm a professional driver. I think that that we overlook that only because people in the industry, drivers, have overlooked it. You know, as weird as that sounds, and I don't know if I'm saying it the right way, but character and pride and taking in a business has kind of gone to the side because we make that ourselves. You know, are we proud of what we're doing? Yeah, we're proud of what we're doing. Well, then is everybody proud of what they're doing? Well, no, because they got into an industry that they may not really like, so there's long hours and hard work and away from the family and all the bad things about it. I drove for 25 years,